Hello, my friends. Welcome back to Rising Phoenix Flip to Freedom. This is only my second episode, and so far I just released my first episode last night. It was pretty late. Um, I want to say it was maybe around midnight or so last night, Monday night, and so I have let's see, I think it was 5 subscribers, 2 comments, and 7 likes, and I was very excited about that. So, thank you so much to those of you that have interacted, subscribed, liked the video. So, I just wanted to hop on really quickly while I still have some daylight to show you some of the items that I'm going to list today. I had a plan, and I'm kind of like gonna postpone that a little bit, but and the reason is because I have a couple things that I want to get listed that are going to be like multiple quantity listings. So I just want to go ahead and show you. I also just want to talk about something really quickly for anyone that this helps. So I know there's a lot of like controversy, there's a lot of discussion. Maybe I should use that word better. Like discussion is probably a better word. But there's some discussion about like ending listings, selling similar, like to reactivate your listings, and also whether or not it's beneficial to send offers out for items. So I just want to let you know, my goal per day right now is to hit about $100 per day is my goal right now, and that roughly equivalates for like my price points of like my average sale is usually around like I think it's currently like $23. I just checked my dashboard the other day. So sorry, I thought I just saw something. I thought I just saw something flying. It was a little piece of feather or something like that. So sorry about that. So I my average sales price is about $23 or so per item right now. And so basically that if I can hit like 5 items a day, I would hit that goal of $100 a day or so. So that's currently my my benchmark, like my goal that I want to hit. So this morning, I always check for eligible offers. I always send offers. I will send them throughout the day. If I have time, I will just sit down and do some. I'll just send them all out. And also, I do check to see what listings are eligible to, not eligible, but that they're ending. So I'll search by ending soonest in my shop, and I will go ahead and end out listings. Typically within a 12-hour window, I will go ahead and cancel, like end those listings out, and then I will go ahead and sell similar, like throughout the day as I have time. Sometimes I can send all the offers and all of the like end and sell similar like all at the same time in the morning, and sometimes I can't. It just kind of depends on like what my schedule is otherwise outside of eBay. So, but today I only had one that was ending, so I went ahead and ended that and did a sell similar. It was actually a Nerf gun. My youngest son, he went through all his Nerf guns and we listed a bunch of his Nerf guns. So that was one of his listings. Actually, it's one of his sales. So that's the one thing I sell for him through my shop, is his Nerf guns. So because he had so many. And then also I had first thing in the morning, I had 5 offers eligible to send offers out. So I went ahead and did those. I also activated a coupon today, so I went ahead in and set up a coupon for 20% off shop wide. Um, so yeah, I did that. And so I woke up to a sale. It was a Time magazine. I have a surplus of magazines. That's a story for a whole different day, but I have a lot of magazines that were like never even read, open, like most of them. So it was a Time magazine. It was the topic of the magazine was Ukraine. So it was coverage, like an article on Ukraine. And so that I woke up to a sale this morning for that. And then after I sent the offers and ended and sold similar, did the sell similar for the Nerf gun. The offers were like all a bunch of different things, and within like 2 minutes, I had two sales. So I don't know, like I watch a lot of reselling content because I just love learning. Like I am so fascinated by like what people pick up, what people purchase, what's out there. Like I just love learning, honestly. So I'm always so fascinated by what people look for and what people purchase on eBay, and also like what sellers tend to gravitate to. Like I love like the inner workings of people's minds. So like I love to like learn the marketing element of that. So I like I know some people say, a lot of resellers will say that if you send offers out right away, it kind of like wakes up your shop, your store. So I don't know. I kind of think there's something to that. I have no solid proof of that other than the fact that usually when I do send out, I mean, you figure I sent out 5 offers and within like 2 minutes or something. It was so fast. It was so fast. I got two sales. Now the one thing was from an offer. It was actually a so over the summer, locally here we have this breast cancer fundraiser, and it's a huge flea market. Like I am talking huge, but it's indoors, and the last day they do this thing where you can like go fill a bag, and it's a huge bag. It's like contractor size bag for $30. You can put anything you can fit in it. So it can be houseware items, it can be decor, it can be linens, it can be, I mean, anything. Absolutely anything they have left at that point. So this particular item that I sent an offer out for this morning was a corn husk doll angel, which I'm gonna pull the items this evening. It's Veterans Day today, so normally I would have pulled them and I would be packaging them to take them to the post office today. Um, Typically, if I sell things like before, it kind of varies depending on like what it is and how much packaging I have to do and how much time I have around eBay stuff. But typically, if people purchase things from me up to like 4 o'clock, I will try to get them out the same day. My shop, I have pretty much everything listed for next business day shipments, but I oftentimes will ship same day. I just get a little worried. I get hesitant to like say that because I worry that something will come up and I won't be able to fulfill them the same day. So I say next business day, but I do try to get them out like the same day if I can. I have like a local hub post office here. It's about 10 minutes from my house, and as long as I get them, drop that, like scan them into the kiosk and drop them into the bin inside. There are on occasion, like yesterday, I got them there at 7:40, but for whatever reason they weren't processed. But you should be able to, it says that up to 8 o'clock things will be processed the same day, so 8 p.m. So that gives me like a really nice window to get things out daily. So I'm very grateful for that. But anyway, so I don't have the items pulled right now. I just pulled some items that I'm going to list just to show you all real quick. But so I had that corn husk. It's like just almost like a tree topper, like it has kind of like a cone, but I believe it's solid on the bottom. You actually just set it on like a table or something. I don't think it's a tree topper, but that's what it looks like. But it's very pretty. I got that at that sale, so I probably spent like 5 cents on it. In those bags, I can usually put at least 75 items, and it's $30. So, and a lot of the bags have multiple, like what I count as one item. It could be like a baggie of decor or linens or something like that. So, I usually get about over 100 items in those contractor bags. It's insane, and it's $30 for the bag. So it's an excellent sourcing outlet for me. So I love going to I love that sale. It's so fun. It is so fun, and it's the last day, and there's still like so much left. They're like basically giving things away, like pretty much. Any art that they have left over, they say like it's free at some point. Sometimes linens, pillows, things like that, because they just have so much. They just need it to be gone. So I sold that today. I actually sent an offer for, excuse me, I sent an offer for like $9. It was not a big sale, but it was a sale. So, and then the magazine, I woke up to that sale this morning, which was great. Those I don't really have cost in at this point. They were just kind of sitting in a box from, that's a whole different story. We'll get into that a different day. But I have lots of magazines. We'll get into that story a whole different day. But yeah, I just have them. At this point. So yeah, so I sold that. And then the other thing, it was a bamboo bathtub tray that you put like across your, the bathtub. Excuse me, across the bathtub to, put drinks, books, things like that on. So that sold as well after I activated the coupon. So those two things sold pretty much right after I made a coupon active in my shop this morning, and then I sold. I sent out the 5 offers, and one of those, the angel, was from those offers. So you figure 1 out of 5 isn't that bad. It's still kind of early. It's about 3:30 in the afternoon here, so I'm hoping to hit those 2 more items before the day is over. So anyway, so on to today. My plan, since I did the video last night, I've just been thinking about how I want to strategize the channel, and because I want definitely like the content to be somewhat consistent, and I want there to be a value in you watching the channel. So I figured I sell in most categories. There's not a lot of categories that I stay away from. As I said yesterday, if you caught that video, I am like at a very transitional place in my life where I am purging so much stuff. So if I have it, I typically do put it on eBay. If it's worth listing, I list it. I tend to not really focus on things that I can't at least list for $15. I just feel like at this point I have a lot of stuff, and it's just like not really worth my time once the fees. And like today, like if I send an offer out, but like if I can make like a solid like $5 to $10 on each item that's just chilling in my house and just like I'm just looking to get rid of, that adds up actually. So like I'm okay with that. If it's something simple. But if I'm sourcing, I don't source items that are that low. If I'm sourcing, I'm looking for, I mean, at this point, I prefer something over $20 to $25. And then I do charge shipping for everything. So typically my shipping ranges from, it's either $4.88, $7.88, or $9.88. And then it's like an additional $2 if people choose priority mail. But that's like the typical ground postal service. So, and that's basically, I used to kind of do it by weight, but now I do kind of like a combination because I just learned like it's not always by weight that varies your pricing. Sometimes like that bamboo tray, it's going to be a little bit of a box, a little bit bigger of a box. So it's going to be a little bit more weight and a box. Um, so that one will probably cost, that one was $9.88 for shipping, but I'll probably end up paying into that shipping depending on where that one's going. So anyway, my plan is to list like realistically, I'm thinking like 2 items per category per day, or I may just do like 10 items in one category each day just to keep like my so I'm not kind of like bouncing around with like photographing. So while I think it's an excellent idea to have all of your photographing in one area like a lot of resellers do, I personally like my house, like I'm in my bedroom right now to do this because the lighting is the best in here right now. But different times of day, the lighting is better in different areas of my house. So I kind of vary. I take clothing pictures up in my bedroom at night because I have an overhead light here. Well, it's not really an overhead, it's a fan, like a ceiling fan. And the way the light hits it, it gets like the colors very true, and it's the most accurate. And I like the backdrop because I have these white like accordion kind of fabric looking blinds, and I like the clothing against that. It looks natural, but it's not like super stark, but it like looks soft, but it's also white, so all of the colors kind of pop off of that. So I've learned that the clothing shows up best and sells the best when I use when I take the pictures of the clothing in my bedroom against this white blind. And so, and I like the lighting at night in here for photographing clothing. And then like during the day, I have my dining room is pretty much set up as my photographing and sourcing. Like it's where I like go through and like clean everything and kind of keep things separated until I get them listed. So that room is where I'll put stuff that's like inventory that I'm looking, that I need to clean and I need to photograph and stuff like that. So that lighting is excellent during the day for like decor, like hard goods, and it doesn't glare much. And then I have my dining room table is actually like in a section off my living room, and I kind of use the living room as like a dining and a living room, and that is best for like artwork because it doesn't glare. My dining room has a lot of it's a lot of windows, so I always feel like I can't like stop the glare, and it's very hard to photograph artwork, anything that glares too much. And at night, I like to photograph on that table with the overhead. I have recessed lighting, so So I tend to take pictures of like, I don't know, like linens, purses, jewelry does well on there, things like that, magazines. So, um, yeah, so my plan is to either do like a mix of items throughout the day. I'd like to get at least 10 listings done a day. I would love to get closer to 20 done a day once I get more into like a rhythm with everything. But I'd say realistically, if I can solidly do 10 listings a day and either do a couple different categories or just do like one day, do each category, I think that would work out really well. So today, though, I want to show you what's on my list to list. This I got the other day. This is a curb alert. I think it's for Corvettes. There's a little Corvette pamphlet in here, but it's in the box. It doesn't look like it was ever used. I'll probably list it as like new old stock, open box, and just indicate that I'm not sure if everything's in there, but it looks like everything's in there. It just basically looks like it was like stored somewhere. You can see it has a little staining here and there. I did a really quick search on this the other day when I found it. This I found at like a local church thrift store. And I found one that was listed around $100, but I don't know. I have to do more research on it before I say for sure. And then I found these. These were at that same exact church thrift store. These are these little made in Japan little porcelain, which a lot of people are using them right now. They're little saucers, technically is how they were labeled, but these little like butter pat, you know, they got kind of popular with the whole vintage decor. So I got 27 of them for $3. So I have a whole stack of them here. I went through them. There were 3 of them that had chips and like one that was cracked, so I took those out. I don't like to sell things that are like cracked and chipped and all that. Unless it's like really unique and you just can't find it anywhere, and like maybe having a couple chips or something like that wouldn't be too big of an issue. But since I have 27 of them, I took the chipped ones out. So I have 24. I am most likely going to list them in the lots of, I'm either going to do lots of 2 and do 12 like 12, quantity of 12, or I might do 6. I might do groups of 4, like lots of 4, and then do like a quantity of 6. So I'm not sure. I'm going to look it up. I've sold these in the past and they sell really quickly. So these were an excellent find. They were $3 for the entire group. So this I'm going to list today. This is a Coach bag, a Coach handbag. It's in nice shape. It has a little bit of wear. This was actually given to me, so that's excellent. I did look that up quickly the other day. It looks like it would probably sell for around like $30 or something like that. Okay, and then I just have this. I found this at the historic downtown. There are beautiful homes in the historic district around where I live. And there is a sale every September where like 60 homes have yard sales and garage sales. It's like probably my favorite day of my whole year. But I got this there for a couple dollars. I think it was like $2 or something like that. It's a serving plate and a little serving like pie thing. It's stoneware. So I am going to get this listed today because I don't know. I just have a feeling that it'll sell quickly because of the holidays coming up, and it's officially snowing here today. Guys, I am not a winter girl. I am not a winter girl. I'm not necessarily a summer person. I just like warm sun, flowers, things like that. So I am not a winter person. The days are so like short and dreary already, and we're only like a week into it. Okay, so this I also got at the historic district sale. These are, there's a whole stack of them. I'm gonna try to get all of these listed this evening. So these are, I found this guy, he was selling like a bunch of art books. He was, I think, an art professor. And he had this whole lot of prints, of art prints. So there are so many of them. They're all in beautiful condition. I mean, they do have a little wear and tear on them, but they're in really nice condition. Like they're not like mildewy or anything like that. They're all, like you can see, they're beautiful. Sorry about my nails, guys. I probably should have painted my nails. Sorry. I was just excited to do the video, get some stuff out. I'm just trying to like keep up with my intentions here. So, yeah, so I have this whole stack of them. I counted them before I started the video. There's 47 prints. So these are from the Metropolitan Museum of Art, and they are all numbered, and they all have their, like the artwork title included, and they also have, I think they have, yeah, they have the artist on them as well. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to sit down and list these, because I'm going to list them individually, and there's about 47 of them. So I'm going to try really hard to get all of these. I'm going to list these things first, the other items first, and then with whatever time I have left, I am going to list as many of these as I can. So we'll see how many I get through today. And I will be back later this evening to let you know if I hit my five sale goal. And also I'll let you know what I ended up listing all of this for. But I'm gonna have to do a little research with the artwork, and so those prices might vary a little bit. But yeah, so that is that. And I'm gonna get these get photographed and get these items listed this evening, and I will check back in with you guys later. I'm gonna do a quick video later. So thank you so much. If you're interested in following along, following my reselling journey and my best attempts to get through my, I don't really like the term death pile, to be honest with you. I prefer like money pile or profit pile, because it just has a little bit more of a positive spin on it for me. But I'm basically taking that death pile, turning it into a money pile. We'll go with that. So thank you so much. If you're interested in more content, following along on my journey, I will really appreciate if you subscribe, share with your friends, whatever, like the video, and drop comments in the comment section. Thank you so much. I will catch you later. Take care. Bye.